Hello. We're back here. Another. Oh yeah, I got my cool skin. We're here with another stream on the journey to the Farlands, where it kind of picks right up here where I left off yesterday, where I was just walking while I was watching Minecraft Live. Got some stuff to talk about for sure regarding that. I don't know. I don't know how much people here watching have watched, or if they've watched Minecraft Live. I'm sure they have. I'm sure you guys have, but I'll probably start off with that. Just rushing into a topic just just to fill the void. uh, so yeah, Minecraft Live, Sniffer wins 1.20. Got some cool new stuff heading our way. Hopefully some more as well to be seen. I'm excited to see what they have in development right now. That's not 100% complete and ready to ship out in snapshots and all that. There's some cool stuff there. Also the new game, the Minecraft Legends and dungeon stuff. So lots of cool stuff this weekend, just yesterday here. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Just kind of breezed through it all. Opinions on too much of that. I think it's pretty cool generally. I like what they've done. I think they definitely have some cool stuff cooking up for sure. I'm sure there's more to be seen that we have just yet to see as well. And also, another thing is the mic should be fixed. I'm just making sure that we're working here. Game sound isn't working here. That's a little odd. Add audio, just a sec here. That's odd. Might fix that during stream here. It's I got turned on my volume already. But yeah, I thought the audio might be fixed. So yeah, there's that. Oh, that one has it. Okay, that should be. I might turn that down a tick. Just excuse the technical difficulties. I was just making sure the sound is alright. Because I noticed the last stream, it was like 3 hours, only 2 hours and 40 minutes. And the audio was quite questionable. Quite questionable. So apologies about that. I don't really know how to do sound mixing after the stream, so it'll just have to be like that until I figure out a way to fix it. But yeah, so hopefully from now on the stream should be a little bit more streamlined in that regard. This will also be this on YouTube. When highlighting these, I'm gonna get rid of the starting soon part, just to streamline it. I might do that. I'm thinking of doing that for this stream and going forward. Anyway, but yeah, I got some good plans. Got plans to go to the Farlands. I don't know if you can tell. 2 months. That's the name of the stream. 2 months to go. Well, not 2 months to go. 2 months we have walked. To go, we have an indeterminate amount of time. Just because it's very up in the air. I got my skin I was using earlier today. I was doing some origin stuff with Afterlife and stuff, some mods, just kind of testing around. Didn't change my skin back, but I think that should be alright. I'm mainly holding something in my hand anyway. You hardly ever see me in this world, unless I want you to. And I'm like doing a nice screenshot or whatever. So yeah, I got some stuff to do here, like walking. Walk. What a lovely thing. I actually went back to these I went back to like a version like this, like one of the beta versions, because I was playing with Devin just today and yesterday on TU1 of Xbox 360. So that's pretty old. That's like beta 1.6.6. So it's a long time ago. It's about the same as this. I mean, there's some differences, not many, but it's basically what's exclusive to beta 1.7 here. That's different. Oh, yeah, it's lovely. I always forget about the jitters not being here anymore. I'm gonna love this, not having the jitters. I'm sure you guys will love it as well. Not having the screen go stutter all the time. Still get the Wi-Fi lag. Ooh, zombie. You do still get that kind of little bit of lag from my internet, but that's just the way it is. That's just how things are going. Where we are, where I am in this internet situation. Yeah, we'll both. Get to see it. Ooh, gotta see my hand. Get to see my skin. It's like a bird astronaut. I was an elytron. I think that's why I was testing out the waters a little bit with some origin stuff. So if I do have to restart my game, then my skin will be back to normal. But until then, we'll just be bird astronaut. Oh, I've gotten some lovely support for this series here. I've done some Newcraft streams, but Newcraft's definitely gonna be a bit more on the side to this, just because I do this a lot more than Newcraft. Newcraft's still like my brainchild or whatever, and I created it and all that, and I'm super devoted or whatever. But I've gotten a lot of support for these Farland videos, so I thought I'd continue making a few of them, and I'll kind of see how far I get with this. I do plan on reaching the Farlands if I get remaining consistent like this. Even this kind of schedule of 2024 as an arrival date is kind of allows me to be a little bit more inconsistent. Well, I'm consistently inconsistent. I'll put it like that, which is kind of funny the way I say that, but it's true. It is true. I guess be good to get a deep dive into the cool Minecraft Live happenings. So what happened there? Well, there was the sniffer, which I was a bit surprised at the tough goal not winning. Not winning, but like getting voted out quick at the first. I thought it would be the rascal. People who like the rascal probably hate me right now. But we got our sniffer anyway. It's kind of what I was leaning towards. Kind of feeling the sniffer vibes for a while there. So yeah, that's with that. And the 1.20 bamboo wood, I love that. It would make a great accent block and a lot of bases and stuff. And I like just a lot of the quality of life stuff, basically. So that's pretty good, pretty solid. So yeah, that's that. Wait a bit. thought I might turn it down a tick just because it might be a bit loud. I don't know. But, oh, there's always volume adjustment, but I like to try and keep the music and my player sounds and voice here a little bit in tune properly, so you don't get muted out. I don't get muted out by the music. I guess I'll see after stream. Guess I shall see. Yeah, that's some pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Whole bunch of cool stuff happening in the Minecraft community. So yeah, expect more of these streams. Future. Probably not crazy consistent, but I'll try and keep things fresh for those who do tune in. Those who follow along the adventures. So yeah, we're doing a bit of a blitz at the start of today. Bit of a chat. Like the blitz. So yeah. I've gotten like one comment and a few new subscribers over on the YouTube side of things. So I've seen the viewership for Journey to the Farlands. It's been pretty good, especially since this is like my debut on YouTube. I haven't really done anything prior to this, and it's good to see that people are at least somewhat interested in this kind of niche of the Farlands, the niche of old Minecraft, and then the other niche of Journey to the Farlands. Because I didn't really expect many people to be actually actively interested. Just such a like my minuscule kind of little thing here. Pretty momentous of me to walk all this way over the Farlands here. We'll cross the 1,000,000 mark here on the x-axis, which is why I'm walking in the straight line. Maybe a stream or two from now we'll be back to normal. I'm not quite sure at what point we'll sync up the chords. So there's that. I also gotta update my when I'm reaching the Farlands tally thing. Should be fun. Yeah, it's crazy how much I just have to walk like this. It's a long way to go just on foot. I commend those who kind of want to follow along. I mean, I know myself like watching this kind of content with like the chatting and and kind of little things. But I'll still be streaming Newcraft 4, so that'll still be there for people who want to see me in a bit more of a social situation over on Newcraft. I might do that every once in a while. I don't know if it'll be as consistent as Journey to the Farlands, but it should be fun for those who tune in. It might be a bit more disorganized and chaotic. But if you're into that kind of SMP style streams, then yeah, make sure to check that out. And check out the previous streams to this one as well. There's some lovely topics talked about. So yeah, I got all sorts of stuff happening. Most of my dedication lies in this right now. I've been doing some modded Minecraft stuff in some other games, but I have my doubts about streaming that kind of stuff just while I'm kind of settled in this niche for now. And maybe at some point I will start streaming some other stuff. I'm sure some people might want that. Some people might not. But I'm mainly just doing this to stream what I feel like streaming, what I think is epic. What I think is epic. Indeed. So yeah, I got all that stuff going. Newcraft 4 and Journey to the Farlands right now. I was doing Newcraft 3. I might still do 1 or 2 more of them, but Newcraft 3 is ending within the month here. So we're not within October, but like within the next month it'll be ending. So we'll have like a finale stream for that. I kind of moved on to season 4 just because it was where I felt more like kind of being on. Because Newcraft 3 kind of lost its charm, or not charm, but it lost its kind of main activity. So as soon as a season of Newcraft kind of loses that activity, then it starts to fade, and I usually cut it off soon after that. And this was one of those cases. And it was a shorter season for sure. Newcraft 3 and 4, or 2 and 3, are pretty short seasons. And Newcraft 3 consists of probably 3 or 4 streams in the end, so so we got some lovely content there. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. That season 4 will be like the main Newcraft. That should be a lot of fun though. I hope that sticks around for a while, and I hope we can get some good fun out of that. As the future of this almost 2-year-long project that is Newcraft. That was kind of like the first major SMP I hosted and was a part of. Even if I'm not really the host anymore, it's still nice to be on it, be a part of the Newcraft community still. So yeah, that's Newcraft, and then Farlands is just the odd stream of me walking around, talking to myself, telling stories and news or whatever, spouting nonsense. Yeah, that's some good times ahead. I do hope I reach the Farlands someday. May not be today or tomorrow or next month or next year even, but I still think this journey is just lovely. A lovely thing that's happened. Even if it just looks like me walking, it's a bit more profound, for sure, than that. So yeah. And I'll see about other Minecraft projects that crop up in the future. I know there's some servers that I might be on in the future that I'll want to stream, like other SMPs or something like that. But that's kind of the future. I only got really the 2 main things right now, at least for Minecraft. I could always delve into modded Minecraft in the future. We got some zombies. I kind of just forget about what's going on around me in this world here. I kind of just meander about. I kind of autopilot the world now while talking. Oh, there's not too much else to talk about regarding the world, like what's happening, because those who've been watching for a while know what's been going on. And if you haven't, this is Journey to the Corner Farlands, and it's just gonna be walking, unless I have an outpost, which is gonna be another sub base that I build. That's kind of a gateway to the next leg, each leg of the journey. So yeah, I haven't done any outposts yet. But yeah, I'll just basically sum it up for anyone who's tuning in now into the Farland journey, in case anyone kind of doesn't really catch the drift of the previous streams. So yeah, during the Corner Farlands, which are a nice world gen bug that occurred in like InfDev through to kind of the InfDev through to beta 1.7, and then beta 1.8 they got patched out in favor of the bigger worlds, the 30 million blocks till like the air wall. So that's that. The Farlands are Swiss cheese like artifact. They very cool looking phenomena. Make sure to look up the Farlands if you haven't seen them. I think I showed them in a previous stream in my experimental world where I teleported out to them. You can see that. But they're pretty unique. And we're going to the corner. and not for any real particular reason other than they are much less journeyed towards. Like, there's only been like one person in history, in Minecraft history, that has gone to such a place, at least naturally. I'm sure plenty have teleported, but I'm counting the legit walks here. So yeah, Fig, the one who went out, and I kind of just enjoyed the idea of doing that more because it's much cooler to see two Farlands reach each other than just one alone. I mean, it's cool enough seeing one, but two is just a bit of a chef's kiss situation where it's just perfection. So yeah, that's that. I've been journeying for 2 months, as the stream would say. Been going on for 2 months, 2 months anniversary, so that's already a crazy time. And that's still just a small section, or not a small section, but a section of the final journey towards the Farlands. So yeah, and I'm just kind of doing this for fun, streaming Newcraft. I'm sure people love this. I've gotten a lot of good reception, as I talked about in the earlier bit here. But yeah, I appreciate all the attention this has been getting. Appreciate all the positive comments about the astounding nature of walking, because I can't sprint or anything, so it just makes the journey a whole lot slower and a lot more. You kind of just take everything in a bit more. And also for those who haven't seen the previous streams as well, I'm only going to stream certain bits and pieces, so it's not a complete stitch together of all the Farland journeying. It's not going to be a complete. So if you watch the streams, it won't be a complete 0 to 12.5 million or whatever. It won't be from spawn to corner Farland. I entirely in stream. That's a lot of hours. It's gonna be a lot just doing these odd streams on it. So yes, it's gonna be a bit more varied. I do walking off camera. I don't tell Boo, don't worry. But yeah, so I walk off stream a lot. So that's why I like zip across through the episodes. I kind of start in different positions. I think that makes sense, because if I just streamed every second of this, it'd be a bit more troublesome for me. Just because it's a lot more work when I could just watch YouTube or listen to music otherwise. I like to talk on stream like this, but I don't know if I like to talk for the entire journey. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's not gonna be like Kill Crazy Man, where there's all sorts of like 4 or 5, 6 hour long streams or whatever, like super long streams documenting the whole trip. It's not gonna be like that. So yeah, that's that situation. So yeah, that, in case you have any questions about the whole me kind of zipping around between episodes, that's why. That would explain that. And I gotta go work my way back. I've been walking diagonally for a while. I don't want to stray too far away from this kind of milestone. So yeah, we're gonna sync up the chords so then we can kind of get a nice clear trip, a bit more of a clear trip than us reaching the right Farland much quicker than the left. So it'll be a bit more of a mystery. Well, not really, because I'll know which one will reach quicker anyway. But anywho, yeah. So that's kind of summing up the journey to the new people. I might do that every few streams in case we get some more viewership and stuff. More people kind of hop in and be like, "What's this?" But this will probably be the last time I do it until I actually get comments asking me about that kind of stuff. So yeah, this will be it for that whole bit. Also, make sure to comment, or at least chat or comment if you have any questions about the journey or me in general. I like answering questions. It definitely helps fill the void of just me talking and me not talking. It gives me more things to talk about. and perhaps engaging a few select viewers who suggest those kinds of things. So yeah, there's that thing, the whole thing. So yeah, lots to look forward to here. I assume those who have made it this far or watched this consistently clearly have some kind of enjoyment for watching people walk around, or watching me walk around in specific. Walk around, go do all that kind of fun stuff. So appreciate the viewership and engagement for sure. Shows me that what I'm doing is might actually be a bit more entertaining than I think. Yeah, there's all stuff laid out, all that lovely stuff. So what have I been doing? How about we talk about some stuff other than the Farland journey and the Reach and all that? What have I been playing? Well, I said Afterlife earlier because I've been playing that. That's a mod pack for the. It's based off origins, where you're basically given an origin. You have 10 lives, and every time you die, you're given a new origin, basically. And then when you die, it's like hardcore, and you can't come back after the 10th time or whatever. So yeah, I've been doing that a little bit. I kind of enjoy that. It's kind of a fun little thing. Not something I really plan on streaming. It's more of just an entertaining little thing for me, and that's been fun. I've been experimenting with different origins and testing out the mods and stuff. And I've also found a new city builder game, which I guess the people watching me just fresh don't know that I'm pretty into city building games. I'm into sandbox, city building, simulation, all that kind of stuff. So I've been playing this city builder on Steam called Urbex lately, Urbex City Builder, and it's a unique one to other ones I've played, where it's kind of got some more puzzle aspects to it. Other besides the kind of regular SimCity, city skyline kind of style gameplay where you zone out buildings and you build the roads and all that. There's some more to it. I kind of like the gameplay loop of Urbex City Builder. It's a fun game. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get more into that. Yeah, so I've been pretty into those kinds of games for a while, for over half a decade at this point. Probably nearing 7 years now. The first ones I played were back in like 2015, 16, so it's been a long time since I started the city building genre. I kind of like designing stuff and seeing the little cogs work. I'm not too into automation games. I've played them, I've gotten into them before, but I kind of OCD out, lock up a little bit after a while in most of those automation games. I really have to push myself to get far in those. So yeah, city builders, yeah, like City Skylines was like the first major city builder I got into, and then a while later it was like SimCity 4 and 5, and kind of seeing the SimCity stuff and City and all that, or City Skylines, SimCity, those. And I've kind of experimented with other things like Frostpunk and Surviving Mars and some of the newer ones, of course. I've kind of enjoyed some of the more niche ones. I also enjoy things like 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point Campus, those kinds of games, where you kind of it's kind of nonsense sometimes, and it's just kind of funny seeing all the antics that happen. So that's pretty cool. Those are some fun games. And I've been, other than Minecraft's the oldest game I play that I still play. Like, it's been a decade now, and I still play this game consistently. So yeah, Minecraft definitely pretty much takes the cake for that. But next to that is definitely the Sims series. If any of you know what the Sims games are, they're quite, I guess, more lately they're a bit more infamous with the Sims 4. But I first got into the Sims 3 back before this, kind of when the Sims 4 came out. I kind of liked that, and I got Sims 3 because that one good work, and I did a bunch of stuff in that game. That was a lot of fun. I've played Sims 4, and even since I've tried out Sims 2 and 1 and kind of experimented in those, kind of seeing the differences and all that, all the cool extra stuff. So that's definitely something else I've been pretty involved with for a long portion of my gaming history here. So yeah, The Sims, City Builders, simulations, all that. I even played Spore for a while. That was a lot of fun. What other kind of games? That's like a pretty big summary of what I do. I play, like, yeah, so what else? I play the occasional shooter. I'm not too big into those games. I have been in the past a little bit. I kind of have a, yeah, kind of get into them every once in a while. If I find a good one, like Garden Warfare has been a lot of fun in the past. That was definitely one of the older ones I've played for a long time. I think even Battlefront for a while I liked, and there was COD and all that. So there's a lot of stuff in the pool of games there. And that's kind of how I've been able to play TU1 on Xbox for Minecraft, is just because my brother kind of got all the gaming consoles at the start, and my neighbor introduced me to Minecraft and Terraria. Terraria is also a great game. I forgot to mention that. That's also another awesome game that I play. That one's been a decade, or about a decade, maybe 9 years, 10 years. Terraria was a lot of fun as well. I wasn't really too biased back then because I didn't really know too much about Minecraft anyway to care about it being, because I know the common thoughts of it back then was it being a Minecraft clone or whatever. But I didn't really see it like that, just because my monkey brain was very young and all that. So yeah, that's why I was kind of into both games at the same time. I played them on my little iPad mini and iPod. A little blast from the past there. If anyone remembers using iPad minis and iPods, I mean, my dad has my old one now, and I just use the computer now for most things, just because it gets the job done best. I even had Minecraft Java back in 2012 on like a laptop. I played it for a fair bit, but I was definitely far too young to even really start understanding a lot of the main stuff of the game, main concepts. I'd kind of get the gist of mining and crafting. I mean, the name of the game, I kind of knew that, but there definitely was a lot to be discovered. And I didn't really know about the past of Minecraft, and even up until this year, I didn't even know that much about the past of Minecraft. Like, I knew the general gist, I knew like the names of everything, and I was like, yeah, stages, all that. So yeah, it was a bit interesting this year to have that history kind of unfold. I always kind of respected Minecraft's past, but now that I know a lot more and I've done so videos, kind of gotten into beta here, into journeying to the Farlands and seeing all the Farland content on YouTube. There's a lot of good Farland content. If you've checked out my stuff, I'm sure you'd like or have already checked out the other Farland content on YouTube from like Ant Venom and all that. Ant Venom's definitely a fun YouTube channel for sure. Fun guy. Hank. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. There's some game history, so in the future, if I reference things or whatever, then maybe you can understand a bit more where I'm coming from. So I'm kind of a nerd for designing games and building stuff. I mean, even as a kid, I always kind of wanted to be something like an architect or a painter or game designer, but none of them I've really leaned towards lately. I'm kind of at that point where I have to decide what I want to do for the rest of my life, which is an interesting thing to come upon, especially just having to decide such a profound thing like that. So yeah, I have a lot of guesswork to go with that, but that is something that will definitely probably become a bit more of a thing with the channel here, the Twitch and the YouTube. It might hinder that a little bit in the future when I decide to go off for school and work. So expect a huge break. And then if I ever decide to return, then maybe the return. So expect at least these streams for the foreseeable future until I either kind of don't see the fun in streaming anymore, or I just kind of have to have other things that take priority. I just kind of have to move on, but I'll kind of see what happens. Feel around with that. Feel around with kind of what happens there. Anyway, what kind of things could I talk about? Major YouTube channels, or actually, I think we got a spawner here. I might do the spawner first. Yeah, we got zombies. Looks like a zombie spawner. Maybe before I start my next segment, we'll check out what's in the spawner. You might get a nice reaction out of me if we get a golden apple today. That would be unlikely, but yet again, this is like the 20-something, 22nd spawner. Yeah, I have a nice tally here on a sticky note. I have it. I'm keeping track of it, so I know where we are in regards to where. Oh, got a chest here. So yeah, as to how many spawners I've found. Because when I hopefully eventually, I mean, it's an inevitability. Oh my goodness, my tired brain is starting to shut down already. No golden apple. I might just leave it then. Leave it. Just dig my way out of here. Oh my. Take a nice screenshot, I guess, as I do, and then head on my way. That was cool, but there wasn't really any golden apples to be found. So we'll just finish digging it out. With the OCD in me. I actually would be surprised if I had OCD. I don't know for sure, but it would not surprise me, because I like to kind of do things and kind of don't let. It's a bit of obsessive and compulsive kind of stuff going on, so I never really noticed it, but it's definitely something that could be definitely be true. We got some zombies here. Oh, lots of them. Just gonna block that off. We got a whole lot of stuff here. Wow, look at this. I don't have any room. Okay, well, I'll just dig my way out. Well, this is a cool spawner. First one on stream in a while. I think just the other day, or maybe yesterday, I found another one, the 21st. That was some fun. I always like finding spawners, especially the service ones. They're kind of fun. Spawners are always kind of a treat, because there's always that kind of carrot on a stick in front of me, kind of teasing the golden apple. So it's pretty funny. That's something that it's a possibility, but I still find it funny how I'm just as excited every time. The psychological principles. Oh, a very chatty stream today. Very, very busy compared to other streams I've done, maybe, where I've had a bit more intermittence and me being like, oh, I wish I talked more, or whatever. No, I don't wish I talked more, though. I talk enough. I'm sure you guys could agree. Maybe a few. I don't know. I'm not too much into being negative. I'm more of a realist, and I'm kind of a combination of a realist and an optimist. Because sometimes I'm like, I kind of just, I'm kind of just face the truth. I'm just like, oh no, that's something. It is what it is, sort of thing. I'm kind of that kind of guy, the dangerous type who can handle anything. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's that kind of side, and then there's the optimistic where I'm always kind of hopeful of the future, and kind of what keeps me going in this Farlands world here is the motivation and the persistence. So yeah, I'm sure the streaming will also help keep me excited about this world, even if the world itself isn't overly crazy. Like there's not a whole lot going on. I keep working my way over in this way. Anyway, but yeah, I lost my train of thought by interrupting myself. I should watch some more Kurt J. Mac. That would be fun. Maybe I'll watch that after stream today. Kind of just like listening to Kurt and his wise words. Kind of like a podcast thing. I guess it's basically me pulling up a podcast because watching him is like watching my screen. It's like the same thing because it's him walking and it's me walking. So this also just makes a good kind of thing to put on in the background as well. If you don't feel like watching, you walk. You know, I feel like, I mean, I'm sure there's people here interested in watching me walk for however many hours it takes on stream to get there. At least you guys are lucky. You guys get to see the little snippets and not the actual full reel. You only get to see the cut bit, or the kind of main stuff that I stream. Although there's always a chance that being off stream, walking around, doing big leaps. gotta walk swiftly. But yeah, there's always the chance that I find the golden apple or I settle outpost 1. But that'll just happen, and I'll probably, I mean, outpost 1, I mean, that's pretty predictable, so I'll be able to stream that. I'll be able to capture that pretty well. So that will be fun to see. I'm sure many of you viewers would be excited to see me build a base, see what my building skills are like. Newcraft 4 stream is definitely going to be very telling. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that bad at building. Don't. When you see the starter base in Newcraft 4, don't judge, because that is the little purpose of it is so that it's just chaotic, and that's kind of the whole vibe. It's kind of a Hermitcraft 9 entity situation where it kind of attaches things and regenerates new bits. It's kind of like a creature thing that I live in, where it's like it doesn't really have a face or anything, but it's like kind of being. So yeah, there's some cool stuff going on there. Some build lore. Oh my god. Newcraft has had actual lore, but not really recently. I don't know, lore's kind of died off these SMPs I've been doing. But yeah. Oh, this is cool. This might be screenshot worthy. You might be here for a lovely landmark screenshot. I might name this. And also, if maybe in the future, if I ever get more people watching, I might just do like a thing where I'm like, if you have a name suggested, you know, that sort of thing. Like if anyone can come up with any names for the landmarks I've gone by, that's great. Some nice viewer integration into this whole thing here, where I kind of have like these little landmarks, and I have like a scrapbook in the end of all these cool things. Once I reach the Farlands, I can kind of look back and be like, whoa, they'll be pretty static as you reach them. I'm not really going to go too far. Might go on top of the Farlands and walk around a bit, but pretty much once I get there, the show's pretty much over, at least the main walking part. And I'm sure people will be like, but can't we do like another series, like walking to the world border or something? I don't know. I still gotta think about that. I'm not too motivated to actually go to something like the world border just because it's not as cool as the Farlands in simple terms. Is this? It's a bit weird of a screenshot, but I'll still take it. Yeah. This is a lovely steep mountain. Lovely steep mountain. And then maybe I'll take another one here. Kind of get both ends of it. I've done multi-screenshots like that. I've even seen like when Kurt did the panoramic screenshots. Those are pretty cool. Where he did like a bunch of them and he stitched them together. I might even try doing that at some point with the Farlands. If I can figure that out, maybe even with like a landmark that's closer to me, at least currently. But that'd be a cool thing. I don't know. Might become a bit more active on my Twitter at some point, but I gotta get a Twitter and I gotta get that all tuned in. I would probably wait until I actually have a bit of a viewer base before doing that, so then I can kind of chat with people on Twitter and stuff. And I know YouTube kind of gets the short end of the stick here, but I'm still going to be addressing YouTube stuff anyway. It might not be right away, but the YouTube end still gets some attention because I still get comments over on the YouTube channel and I get likes and all that, and I kind of remember that today when I started streaming. I just thanked everyone because it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Indeed. I won't talk too much more about me being hopeless, about me being like, oh, I never thought this would get much attention. I won't worry about that. I'm sure you guys get the point already, to nauseam. So, yeah, that's all that. That is all that. Don't tell me I found another spawner. Oh, it's just a cave. I was like, don't tell me it's another spawner already. That's pretty cool. I found spawners close together. Like in the first stream, I really have to. I have a lot to live up to. Past me. So yeah, I got all that lovely stuff. All that terrific, terrific stuff. So yeah, I got some ground to cover for sure in this Farlands journey. I'm not being like being like I'm gonna walk 1,000 blocks a day or walk 100,000 blocks a day. That's too much for me. And technically not really possible. So we'll get there at my pace. It's not quite Kurt's pace where he does episodic and streams, and he's kind of been doing it a lot more his way consistently, and I respect that as well. I think that's a great way to do it as well, kind of keep that small fan base along. At least people get to see the journey progress a little bit through the streams. Although it would be cool for me to stream all the time on this world, but I feel like it'd get a tad boring. Well, not a tad boring. It'd get a bit boring for me, for the reasons I've said. So, yeah, just get to see these little bits of the stream, and I think that's wonderful. Because otherwise, if I didn't stream this, then you wouldn't see anything at all. You wouldn't see the impact. So that's kind of one thing that got me that pushed me towards doing these streams, is the kind of impact this has, and it not being public at all. And I'm like, well, I kind of want it to be a little public. It'd be cool to have some words. There's some of this be in public hands, public eye, that sort of thing. That's pretty cool. Saying a lot of that stuff today. Pretty cool indeed, all that. Oh, I didn't really do anything too special for the 2-month special today. I'm sure I'd do something a bit more special for like 1 year, say. That's like August next year. So tune in. Tune in for the 1 year live stream. That's funny. Hilarious. No, it's just, it is what it is. It's good. It's good. It's all good here. On the journey to the Farlands, this little slice of the Minecraft community here. Little molecule, little atom, little quark. And What can I talk about? Well, I guess what kind of stuff I'm into, other than video games. What kind of hobbies I've delved into other than video games, because video games are a huge part of my life, as they are for many people, and many people who've played Minecraft over the years. So there's definitely a lot of that going around for sure. A lot of nostalgia and lives being altered through Minecraft for sure. And I definitely cannot deny its impact. And all the other games I've played combined, it's just a profound, the whole profound thing. But I've got some other things in my life other than video games going on. Like I've got piano, which is a nice personal thing I do in my own time and kind of a hobby. It's been fun. I can go through like pretty much everything I do that's hobby-esque. um, yeah, I do like piano. That's a lot of fun logically. I kind of like logical stuff like that. I'm not the best at things like math, even though I do enjoy math. I mean, it's not. I don't know if enjoy is kind of a strong word. I acknowledge math. How about that? I acknowledge its existence, and I kind of, I guess the part of math is kind of in lieu of the part of me that likes puzzles, puzzles and crafts and all that. I like a lot of that stuff with the technical stuff, a lot of that logical thinking, analytical thinking sort of thing. I don't know if I'd pursue a job in any of those things. I really gotta kind of think of it from all angles, sort of thing, because I want to make sure I'm happy with what I do, and I'm not just gonna be miserable, even though that could just be what happens. I hope I am in a kind of situation where I am happy with what I do. So that's kind of why I like to think this stuff over, and I'm giving myself the extra year, the grade 13, to think about. And grade 13 also allows me to reach the Farlands before university. So that's an unintended pro. I didn't think of that when I initially made the decision, like have over half a year ago, if not more, when I was planning out these classes for this year. So yeah, and sciences is also a fun thing. Like I like a lot of the sciencey things, science, analytical stuff, engineering, little bits of that. So yeah, I kind of like those kind of stuff. So I'm a minor academic. I'm not too crazy into it right now. I mainly like the piano and the video games, and I like doing family history and history in general as well. So there's some fun factuals that I might expand on in the future. Some lovely information. Oh, I always. That's what productive streams like this are double-edged swords. Because I'm productive talking and then I'm just walking diagonally one way. But anyway, that's just how it goes. I can have trouble multitasking at times for sure. That's for certain. And I'll see what happens with the Farland world when I get another job, which will be an inevitability. I'm gonna be getting another job at some point, and I'll be doing driving stuff, so that's be loads of fun. So yeah, get a little. Oh, I love the quirks of beta. I think that's probably one of my favorite streams because I go into a lot of the nitty gritty, a lot of the fun nitty gritty. Anyway, not like I'm not going into the code being like, this is pretty cool. This one line of code here. I respect code. I respect people who code. When I went to learn it myself, because ever since I was a kid, I always kind of wanted to work on games and make games. Always loved coming up with ideas for games and art and all that. But I don't know, game development kind of doesn't really strike me the same way it used to. I kind of respect the craft, and I know how difficult it can be and how rewarding it can be. But I don't think it's where my heart is, though. I don't think that's where my natural passion lies. I don't really feel motivated to do that kind of stuff. Art was pretty fun when I did that. I was really into that as a kid. That's why I wanted to be like a painter and an architect. I like designing houses, drawing houses, little designs of things. I liked even just doing like arts and crafts. I was very artsy and kind of minor academic, like I said. But I guess in elementary school I was a bit less of an academic and a bit more of a thinker. I'm quite a person. I like to think about everything. I'm very logical and thinky. What comes with a lot of that is, I guess, some cons, of course, but that's just the way it goes. It's just how it goes. So yeah. Yeah, we got a long journey ahead of us. Hopefully some of you are strapped in and good to go, got some snacks, or got this playing in the background while you're doing whatever. Enjoying life to its fullest. Or at least to the fullest you can. I know it's tough enjoying life to the fullest all the time. It's take a lot of things for granted, kind of let the negatives overwhelm, but I think there's definitely some positive to be taken out. So definitely some positive sides to things. The optimist coming out here. Yeah, there's a lot to it. Oh, nice little water. Feed the sand here. Make it a little wet. I don't know. I'm just trying to pass the time. Kind of enjoy things. I probably won't stream for the like 2.5 hours again. That was kind of a fun, longer stream to kind of tide things over because I was doing other stuff for a little while. I didn't feel like streaming for a few days, so I'm quite glad that the 2.5 hour stream kind of tided things over, and the longer Newcraft stream as well. So yeah, those kind of helped bide me some time to think about what I wanted to do, which is walk. Pretty easy, but a lot of time goes into it. For such a simple thing such as walking, there's a lot more that goes into it. You think it'd be simple going to the Farlands, but they're quite far, in fact. I'll have you know, they're quite far, the Farlands. You have to do a little walking. Just stretch those feet a little bit. Give the legs a little stretch. Yeah, my character's gonna have some, or my beam of 4 here is gonna have my beam of 4 here. That I'm gonna be having some pretty big leg problems in this world. Walking 4+ meters a second. Crazy speed. Me as lovely as it is. Oh, to believe I started this world out as Steve. Can you believe that? I mean, anyone who plays these old versions has that because there was the whole skin thing. I think I remember what exactly it was. I'm never right about these things, but there was like some skin database thing that was going wrong then with like hacking or something, or some weird exploit or something. Oh, something like that that resulted in them having to get rid of skins for a while. So I just have Steve in this update. Or not Steve. But I would have Steve if I didn't have my mods. But luckily I have a mod that fixes skins. So I have my current skin now. And also my cape. Oh, I guess I don't wear a cape right now. I don't know. I don't really wear the capes that often. I kind of just wear them whenever I feel like it. But I prefer no cape. It's a bit more natural for me. A bit more veteran. I don't know. I'm kind of a weird mix of a veteran and a new player because I did technically play in these older versions of Minecraft and Pocket Edition and stuff, which I did, but I definitely didn't commit to them as much as I do now. So I didn't get into Minecraft nearly as much as I am now. So this is like peak for me. And after university, who knows? Or whatever I do, who knows? Who knows what happens with my ambitions and passions? Maybe I find my calling and kind of just touch back on video games every once in a while. That'd be like a kind of thing I do after work and sort of thing. So yeah, I don't really know what follows the Farlands world for streaming. Newcraft, I have my doubts about that surviving very long, like the entirety of Newcraft. I have my doubts about it making it past high school. So yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of longevity to do a lot of these things, so I might have to start some cool projects. Maybe make the Journey to the Farlands, kind of rename it when I reach them. Kind of do a new series where we kind of start from scratch and live our life at the Farlands. Well, not completely from scratch. I'll have my stuff still. Not this stuff. Not this stuff. Not this. What I have here. It'll be some pretty different stuff, of course, because I'll have gone through a bunch of outposts and have recrafted all the same stuff over and over again. But I could always rename this to Adventures in the Farlands or something, or that sort of thing, like Journey Within, Journey at the Farlands, that sort of thing, and we could kind of do some fun Farland stuff. Or even I could start a modern Minecraft Let's Play. I'm sure you guys would like to see how it kind of work in new Minecraft as opposed to the old. I seem to be quite the old Minecraft buff, but I also like new Minecraft because I play Newcraft. But it'd be cool to do some personal stuff like a Let's Play or something with like recent version of Minecraft, not really any gimmicks, or even modded Minecraft, or things like other games like Terraria or something. If I figure out some cool things for that, like a hardcore series in Minecraft. Oh, we got lots of things I guess we could do. Oh, come on. I find another cool landmark today. Oh, there's a second landmark. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool, you have to admit. I gotta get a good vantage point on it, though, so I can take a good screenshot. So much for walking in a straight line, eh? I guess you can tell. You can tell, you know. You can tell it's not a straight line anymore. Still a straight line, but not quite the direction I wanted it to be walking in. But I had to take a quick intermission to look at this lovely, lovely thing here. I mean, it's kind of a weird. I've been taking weird screenshots today. I don't know what it is. I've just been getting weird angles on things, but anyway. Yeah. So yeah, the stream. I'll unstream soon. Soon. Unstream soon. Just to keep things short today. At least an hour short. I don't know what. I don't know if you think an hour is short for. I mean, in stream terms, it is a little because usually people stream for 3 hours. But for something like Journey to the Farlands, I think it's pretty acceptable to stream this at a bit more of a smoother pace. And it's supposed to be episodic, but you know that only goes so far. You could watch them in chronological order, and they would make semi-sense, but they're still pretty disconnected from each other. It's just walking. That's really the only consistent thing. And me talking. Those are the two constants in this. The Farlands is a third. That's kind of just a given. There's just some given stuff that just is fixed and will never change. As long as this journey persists. As long as this kind of reigns supreme. I won't do a feature segment. I don't have any YouTubers to feature other than the ones I already have, so go check out Ant Venom. That's really today's one, I guess. Kurt, I guess, if you're looking for someone else like me, but if not, then Ant Venom for sure. Oh, I guess I went to bed early today. I went to end things off early today, but whatever. Yeah, I don't got much else to say. I think today was pretty good. Got some good discussions. Got to get a bit more background on me as to who I am, who mystery, who is before, who big mystery. But anywho, this has been fun. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the all the attention this has been getting, even if it is minute. I still appreciate the attention. I think it's pretty cool, the fact that we've got all this lovely attention towards something like this that I kind of just thought would be like, but it kind of just was like, I don't know if anyone actually would care to watch this, but thank you all. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next stream.